Yeah, the Soil Conservation Service, or SCS, was chosen for the job because it was really an out-of-the-box sort of a project. It had a lot of environmental constraints. It was a really tricky one, and I think basically they didn't know where to start. I think we were chosen for our project management skills, our expertise in the natural environment, and just our ability to get the job done within the time frame needed. The whole job is on a Crown Lands parcel that is on some remnant sand dune, and it also has the Kurnell Dune Forest, which is an Endangered Ecological Community. So that was one of our big ones. We couldn't just rip in there with machines. We had to be very sensitive to the vegetation. So originally we were looking at pulling out all the material by hand, and it just became super unfeasible looking at it that way, and at that point we decided to bring in Park Air, the National Parks helicopter service, because we thought if we're doing chopper lifts, there's no one better than at working in natural areas than them. From there we then got our certification to work around the bats. We had to do environmental monitoring to make sure we weren't impacting on them, particularly with the helicopter use and noise that would occur, but it was a pretty short time frame and we had no adverse impacts, which was fantastic.
SCS was best suited to this job because we have such a myriad of expertise and different experiences behind us that make us the best people to do something that is so out of the box. With all our different histories and backgrounds in this type of work, it was easy for us to come up and problem solve and achieve what we needed to by using the diverse skills of our team.
I think for me personally, the most challenging part of the job was just the sheer amount of sheet metal around the place. We'd spent so much time out here and we've cut so much up, and we'd further and further into the bush. We'd finally think we're getting towards the end of the job and we'd someone to go on a bit of a scout a bit further, and we'd just find a heap more up around trees that we'd be here for a while longer. The most rewarding part of the job was probably just how nice the natural bushland is out here, and just being able to walk around each day, and sort of I like doing that in my spare time anyway, so being able to do that while working and seeing a whole lot of different plants, and it's a sort of unique community here, so that was really rewarding for me.
During this job, we kept our morale up by sort of communicating well to each other, seeing how each other's going, joking a lot, laughing, having some good laughs, but even though it was a serious job, we spent quite a bit of time out here, so that's sort of how we kept our morale up with each other.
It was a really positive experience working with SCS. They had a really good understanding of the environment and the constraints involved with the project. They delivered the project on time and on budget, which was positive for Sydney Desalination Plant.